Ghana has deported 3 Israelis in a reciprocal move after accusing authorities in Tel Aviv of subjecting Ghanaian travelers to ill treatment.
Ghanaians are not joking. They are not playing at all.
Major breaking news. Ghana deports 3 Israelis in retaliation following ill treatment and unjustified deportation of some Ghanaians in Israel, about 7 of them. And this has gotten a lot of people reacting. Most Ghanaians were seen applauding their government for job well done. It is indeed aura for aura season. I'm going to quickly take you guys through the videos, the reasons for this whole thing. And I think it is right time we start taking Africa seriously right now. Let's take it down to the videos that is trending right now on TikTok. And please, let me know what you think about this beautiful deportation done by the government of Ghana and how people were seen reacting. I'll be reading your comment. Don't forget to thumbs up as well.
Ghana has deported 3 Israelis in a reciprocal move after accusing authorities in Tel Aviv of subjecting Ghanaian travelers to ill treatment and carrying out the unjustified deportation of 3 of its nationals. In a statement on Wednesday, December 10th, Ghana's foreign ministry said the government has been compelled to retaliate and that Ghana will continue to safeguard the dignity of its nationals and also that of other nationals. The West African country also summoned the acting head of Israel's embassy in Accra as the ambassador was out of Ghana. Earlier, Accra condemned the inhumane treatment of its citizens at Israel's Ben Gurion airport after several travelers were either detained or deported, saying Ghanaian travelers were deliberately targeted. It said 7 Ghanaian citizens, including 4 members of a parliamentary delegation, were detained without justifiable cause and released only after hours of diplomatic intervention, while 3 others were deported. The Ghanaian authorities said the parliamentary delegation was attending an international cybersecurity conference in Tel Aviv, while the 3 deported travelers returned to Ghana on the next available flight. Ghana's foreign ministry condemned the Israeli action as extremely provocative and unacceptable. The Israeli government had claimed that Ghana's embassy failed to cooperate in the deportation of Ghanaians, but Ghana described this claim as totally untenable, saying the mission in Tel Aviv had been responsive and compliant with international law. Ghana and Israel established diplomatic relations after Ghana's independence in 1957. Following the 1973 Arab-Israeli War, Ghana, along with other African countries, severed ties with Tel Aviv. However, relations between the two countries were restored in 1994.
First of all, attention everybody. Everybody gotta take notice that this is different Ghana. We don't take nonsense from anybody no more. Now we go bank for bank, we go aura for aura. We don't care again. Ghana has deported 3 Israeli nationals in response to the reported ill treatment of its citizens. Now this is it. So this just came to the limelight. On 7th December 2025, 7 Ghanaian travelers were detained at Ben Gurion Airport without clear justification, subjected to what Ghana calls inhumane treatment and deported. So after detaining them without any cause, they actually not treated them well. Ghana government protested, rejected Israeli claims of embassy non-cooperation, and deported 3 Israelis in retaliation while seeking resolution. You do me, I do you. So let's do ourselves first and let God be the judge. It's that simple. Yes, these people have trampled on us too long. We are no more the Ghana they used to know. You do us, now we do you. We don't care. Yes. So as they deported our people back whilst not treating them well, the Israelis that came to Ghana we deport them back. We deport them back. What can Israel do? Nothing. And if Israel retaliates, we also retaliate. It's simple. The best they can do is to close the Ghana embassy in Jerusalem or wherever it is, and we also close the Israel embassy here. Charlie, we are different Ghana now. We don't fear anybody. We are nobody's puppet. You do we do you. It's that simple. And kudos to Okujeto and the Ghana government for protecting the dignity of Ghanaian travelers. They passed through the appropriate means and still they were not treated well. So kudos to Okujeto. When you do well, we will praise you. Kudos to him for actually protecting the dignity of the Ghanaian traveler. Bro, you guys don't know Jewish. You don't know Israelis. You don't know Zionists. You don't know them. You don't know them. That's why a lot of people were surprised when I was speaking about this Iran-Israel thing. They were surprised, bro. You don't know Zionists. You don't know them.
I don't know if you've had this news, but Ghanaians are not joking. They are not playing at all. In fact, take the Lion of Africa. leader of Africa, all those big names carry and give Ghana, because now them be the correct people right now. So I just read this news on the internet, and I'm like, damn, what's going on? So it appears that the Ghanaian government deported 3 Israelis in Ghana because the Israeli government deported 3 Ghanaians. So 3 for 3. You do me, I do you. God no go vex. This deportation matter has become a global headache. Everybody just they complain. The thing just they bother everybody. You go wake up, carry people, go return for their country, and there's no consequences. Trump don't do them. So many people are doing it, but this time around, Ghana say, no. If you deport our people without any just cause, if you deport my people without any serious reason, not be say they don't get paper or nothing, you just wake up, carry them, come out your country. We too, we go do the same thing. And that's exactly what they did. And after deporting the Israelis, they still wrote a letter to let their government know, say, see as the matter take be, don't be saying, fight. Don't be fight. You don't do your own, we don't do our own. Now, let's meet and talk about it. Let's have a meeting and review and go back and walk back and see how we can improve so that we don't go on to do these mass blows in the future. Oh man, and this is me just celebrating Ghana. This news is just so great. I mean, I don't know what else the repercussion is going to be. I don't know what the economic or financial consequences is going to be. But as I hear, so the news supposed to be. Celebrate the news first, and then later you can talk about the consequences.
Brother, my sister, how did this nonsense begin? A couple of years back, Israel, Ghana, several years back, Israel, Ghana, beautiful relationship. In fact, even their airport, which is called the Ben Gurion Airport in Tel Aviv. My brother, my sister, Ben Gurion Airport, right there in Tel Aviv, named after one of the country's stalwarts, Ben Gurion, met with Krobo Edu said that we just talked about in Tel Aviv. Bilateral relations between Ghana and Israel. Krobo Edu said he met with Ben Gurion, and this is a black and white photograph, manifestive of those days. And Krobo Edu said was dressed in his beautiful kente. That's the photo you saw. Krobo Edu say and Ben Gurion. So that means our relationship did not just start today. Several years back, Nkrumah spoke about Israel. But when did the problem start? Dash it away. Now, when the Mahama government came into power, some things started happening. A little before, there was a certain voting. Israel, Palestine. And Ghana decided to vote accordingly. And Israel got angry. Now the ambassador of Israel to Ghana is called Roy Gilad. Roy Gilad was angry that Ghana had voted in a way that favored Palestine. And he came out so vehemently against Ghana. This man is a devil. He came out vehemently, and a Blakk Rasta responded. What did a Blakk Rasta say? Respect our sovereign rights to make independent decisions based on our long-standing foreign policy principles. A Blakk Rasta tells Israeli ambassador, even in the days of Nana Addo, Ghana voted in a way that did not favor Israel. And for that matter, Israel became angry and was talking. Blah, 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 blah. Remember that this was the same Roy Gilad who said that Ghana will never ever enter Israel visa free. Do you all remember that? When they were talking about visa free, oh, Ghana is now opening its doors to so many different countries in the world, and all that, and all that, and all that. And the whole world is trying to open borders now. When this man was interviewed, he said, never. Ghana, it won't happen anytime soon. Ghana to have an open visa into Israel. And now they are deporting protocol members who are going on this guy. A Blakk Rasta fired back. If we cannot enter your country visa free, you can't also come. But out of the beautiful diplomatic ties we have had in the past, if you want to behave the way you are behaving, let it come. Ghanaians in Israel are going to begin sweating and fretting. The authorities are going to start coming for you, those of you who are illegal. And it could end up making this government unpopular. Vice versa. Israelis in this country who are also illegal will be sent back to Israel. And it can also make the government unpopular. All because this guy doesn't seem to be handling things right. We've always had a peaceful relationship, bilateral relationship, diplomatic relationship, almost excellent. My brother, my sister. Now it's all over in the news. Headlines, flash them all over. About this Israel-Ghana issue. Look at this. Blakk Rasta urges Israeli ambassador to respect Ghana's sovereign right to make independent decision. Ghana summons Israeli ambassador over airport detention of MPs. MPs were detained. Can you imagine that? MPs, Ghana MPs were detained. We all remember when Ras Mubarak was trying to enter Israel. He was actually going to Palestine. They blocked him at the border and threw him back because he had been criticizing Israel. That's child.
Ghana has deported 3 Israeli citizens back to Israel in retaliation to how poorly its citizens were treated in Israel a few days ago. It is reported that on December 7th, 2025, 7 Ghanaian citizens were racially profiled at the Ben Gurion International Airport in Tel Aviv. They were detained and mistreated at the airport for many hours. 4 of them were actually part of the parliamentary delegation going for a conference on cybersecurity in Israel. The other 3 were just ordinary citizens traveling to Israel. After diplomatic intervention, the 4 who were there for the conference were finally allowed into the country, but the other 3 were deported back to Ghana despite the bad treatment and traumatic experience they went through. On 10th December 2025, so 3 days later, Ghana also deported 3 Israeli citizens back to Israel. In the spirit of reciprocity, Ghana says it values its friendship with Israel, but to maintain the dignity of its citizens, it is doing same to Israel. So if you mistreat my citizens in your country, well, I will retaliate in my country. We can be friends, we value the friendship, but we must respect each other. It is so painful traveling across the world as an African. You are just racially profiled and mistreated just because of the color of your skin. Many Africans go through a lot of traumatic experiences, regardless of the reason why they're visiting that particular country. But Ghana says, if you mistreat my citizens, I will mistreat your citizens. I will do same to you. Let's respect each other. There is no reason why you should mistreat my citizens. If you want to deport them, fine. I mean, you can deport them. You decide on whom to allow into your country and whom not to allow into your country. However, you must maintain the dignity of my people. I feel so sad when I see how easy it is for people from elsewhere moving across the continent freely. However, we as Africans go through very traumatic experiences just traveling to other people's countries. It is sad, but this is the message from Ghana. Treat us with respect and we will treat you with respect.
So this diplomatic tension between Israel and Ghana is heating up because what happened a few days ago, as a result of Israel deporting 3 Ghanaians from Israel, Ghana has also responded by also deporting 3 Israelis because they feel like what treatment or the treatment that Israel gave to the Ghanaians or the deportation of the Ghanaians didn't follow due process. It was unjustified and it was unreasonable. So because of that, the government of Ghana has also responded by also deporting 3 Israelis. And they promised that if Israel decides to actually go in that tangent, they are also going to actually retain that favor. They are not going to actually be intimidated, or they are not going to actually allow the government of Israel treat Ghanaians living in their country anyhow, because they also value their citizens, and because of the fact that Israel has to obey international laws and standards when it comes to some of these things. If they don't, they are also going to respond amicably to make sure that the Israeli government doesn't intimidate Ghana, or Ghanaians feel safe, or Ghanaians are not actually, the freedom or the movement of Ghanaians are not trampled upon. So that's the reason why the government of Ghana has also responded by deporting those 3 Israelis. It is interesting times where we are waiting to see how some of these things, or like this issue, pounds out, because some few months ago, you could remember that at the UN General Assembly, the government of Ghana, led by its President John Dramani Mahama, gave a very, very strong statement on that General Assembly, condemning Israel for their actions and their inaction, or also their actions or their discrimination on their killing and bombing of Palestinians, and also preventing Palestinians from actually exercising their right, or also killing Palestinians that in a manner in which that the UN has actually described as a genocide. So because of that, there was already a tension between the 2 countries before this incident happened. So that's the reason why the government of Ghana feel like if they don't take this kind of measure, it will kind of show like some kind of level of weakness, because a lot of people, after the statement that President John Dramani Mahama made at the UN General Assembly, a lot of people actually applauded President John Dramani Mahama for his boldness, and also for the kind of word or for the kind of statement he made at the UN General Assembly, because it was a strong statement. It was a statement that sent shockwave around the world. So it's like there were already some tensions between Ghana and Israel. So after Israel decided to actually deport those 3 nationals, Ghana felt like, or the government of Ghana felt like, that wasn't the right way to go, and also they felt like it was too harsh. So in other words, they also have to actually respond in that kind of manner to make sure that the government of Israel knows that if they take any of these actions, or if they take actions that Ghana feel it is not fit or it is not right, they're also going to respond in this kind of manner to make sure that the sovereignty of Ghana or Ghanaians are protected anywhere they are. The rights and freedom of Ghanaians are protected at anywhere they find themselves. That's the reason why some of these things are happening. So just stay tuned for.
The bitter truth is that this is what we truly deserve, like in real life. I so much believe in aura for aura. Yeah. In as much as I went through the comment section, some people were like, why would he go straight to deport these people? Why didn't he try to negotiate? Negotiate how? Negotiate with which people? How? Did you guys see the ill treatment given to these people from the airport? When people try to tell people that we have all nationals everywhere in all countries, please ignore the flights, the sound and all that, okay? When we tell people that we have people in every damn country, there's no country that is very, very difficult. In as much as we almost times every time we come and say that Nigeria is very unsafe, the unaliving, the kidnapping and all that. Trust me, you will see every national in this Nigeria. Every damn person from different countries are here living in Nigeria. There's nobody. No, the day I saw somebody from Indonesia, I scream. I was like, Indonesia here? Why? So all countries, we have them here. So I don't know why some people will go overboard to start treating people bad in their country, not knowing that you have people living in our own country. Now that I've sent 3 of the Isrealis back to Israel, people are complaining. Now people want to negotiate. What happens to the Ghanaians that were deported to? They were treated so badly. See, let me say something. It is right time Africa owns up to their shit. Like, it is right time we stand up to we stand gidigba. Whatever thing we get is just called garbage in, garbage out season. Give me, I give you. Do me, I do you. God no go first. I am here to criticize anybody that stands against what Ghana government did. You have no right to speak against what he did. All videos should be applauding him. It's not because we are Africans. It's not because they are Ghanaians. Why will you treat them bad and expect your people to be treated good in Ghana? It's not done like that. So it's just simple. I believe that you guys must have seen the videos, people's reactions, what they genuinely think about the aura for aura season. And of course, most people were applauding. Even some Nigerians were also applauding. For me, you guys already know, I am John Dramani Mahama baby. So I am applauding him 100% for the job well done. If only we can take it up right now. Anything they do to Nigerians in US, in Dubai, cancelling of the visas. Let's start cancelling their own visas too. Because see, some people cannot stay without Nigeria. Some people they've invested a lot of millions of dollars in Nigeria that they cannot leave Nigeria. So let's start treating people the way they treat us. Let's take it back to aura for aura season. Do me, I do you. God no go first. You know? Let me know what you guys think about the video shared here. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Uju. You're welcome to Uncut with Uju. Don't make it your last by subscribing. I'm going to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.